Danger Will Robinson. Hi, I'm Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective tarot for today. Today is Tuesday, May 27th, 2025. You can follow me on the Talk, the Tube, the Lemonade, the Blue Sky Social, my Pinterest, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Link will always be in the description box. Y'all take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever does not, just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use Intuitive City Oracle, Rob Barthelman, intuitiveintention.com. I also found out yesterday he has an Etsy shop, My Intuitive Intention, and then he also sells his decks in the TikTok shop. And I'll say it again. I sold it. I said it on the affirmations reads, and I'm uploading the collective for the day. I said it on there as well. He had a live yesterday for about 2 hours, from 4 to 6 his time in Colorado, from 5 to 7 my time in Illinois. He did about 4 or 5 free reads. There was open chat. Everybody was talking. Really great vibe. He does it on the weekends primarily. So if you want to get on there and get a free read, I think he typically does it in the evening, from what it seems like. Because I've seen him on there before. I just was never able to go in there because I was busy with other things. So last night I went in. I really enjoyed it, you guys. Again, Intuitive Intention on TikTok, live, free readings. You just put your name in the chat and he'll pick a name at random. And yeah, I didn't get a free read. I put my name in there twice. But it's okay. I enjoyed listening to him and watching him read. And yeah, I had a good time in there. And I worked my little finger off giving him the likes by tapping the screen to the point where I was like, I don't think I could tap the screen anymore. I highly recommend. It was really good. We got one on the table. It's a major. A major. Ooh. Okay, we got 2 cards on the table, 1 major and 1 card in reverse. Three cards on the table, 1 major, 1 in reverse. 4 cards on the table, 1 major, 1 in reverse. Sorry, my nose itches. Sometimes I just gotta hold my nose like this. I don't know if it's the piercing or if it's like allergies from the cats or what. Probably everything. 5 on the table, 1 major, 1 in reverse. Let's do 2 more shuffles. 2 more shuffles. Okay, we got 7 on the table, 2 major, 1 in reverse. One last shuffle. Hmm. 8 cards at the bottom of the deck. 2 majors, 1 card in reverse. What do we got at the oh, okay. You guys, oh my gosh. We got at the top of the deck, we've got Wheel of Fortune, the Fool, King of Wands, Death, which in my mind is usually a good thing, and 3 of Wands. I can't get these all to stay. Look at that. Someone's expanding. Someone's growing. Healing, right? I love it. Love it. We're all growing. We're all healing. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. We got Temperance. This might be a short reading. I'm not going to lie. Queen of Swords in reverse, because this is just like your energy or our energy or whatever. Four of Wands. Three of Cups. We got Six of Swords. Oh, let me put that down there. Trying to even this out. We've got Eight of Cups. We've got the Magician. I love the Magician. I love Temperance too, I'm not going to lie. But I love the Magician. And bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles. So feminine, masculine, take out resonates. It doesn't matter. You are who you are, and we love you either way. So this is just like your energy, our energy, however you want to phrase that. Somebody's energy, right? And like everything is good. Whatever this person has going on for themselves, this is someone in the upright. This is someone healing. This is someone at peace with themselves. For the most part, this is someone that works really well on their own. They're very creative. With the eight of cups, they keep like growing and healing, and there's expansion there. There's opportunity there. This is someone that manifests for their own abundance, whatever that means to you, right? What does abundance mean to you? I always say this is someone that's constantly putting in the effort now, the positive effort now for that positive future, for that brighter future. Present now so they can be present in the future. Very hard worker. Very like this could be somebody that has started from the ground up. You know, like it very much gives like blue collar energy. And maybe you don't have a blue collar job, right? Maybe you have a white collar job. But that doesn't mean you didn't start at the bottom, right? Everybody starts at the bottom. Think about when you're a kid. What was the first job you ever had as a kid? First job I ever had as a kid, and I think I've talked about this once before, I think. My mom used to manage a liquor store in town, and when I was 14, they hired me. I only worked like maybe a month, like a couple weeks, like 1 or 2 days a week for like a month, because it was more like later summer. And I just worked in the stock room, and I stocked the cooler, and I stocked like the little liquor bottles and stuff. And you know what's funny is they paid me with a check. And I remember I had to fill out like new hire paperwork. But the funny thing is like, how the hell did they hire me at the age of 14? Because I'm pretty sure, even then, like, and I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. But I'm pretty sure, like, even back then, like, technically, like, I should have been at least 18 to handle liquor. Maybe it was 21. I don't know. I don't know. But that was my first job. And I think I made like, I was 14. So this would have been 1994. I want to say I made like, I want to say like $6, $7 an hour, $6 an hour, $5 an hour. I don't know. It was not a lot. It was not a lot. And I know when I got my second job out of high school, I worked for Dominic's. Dominic's was like a local, Hey, there's people walking in the backyard. Hi, people. I don't know who they are. Never seen them before in my life. A young woman and her two kids, or maybe her younger siblings. I don't know. One of them's crying. um, Dominic's was a local grocery chain that ended up getting bought out by Mariano's. But I don't know if Mariano's is national or if that's local too. I don't know. Anywho, um, when I worked at Dominic's, I worked there in 1999. I started my job there, and I was 19, or I was still 18, and I worked in the liquor department there. Like I moved liquor around and made sure the cooler was stocked and all that stuff. So maybe you only had to be 18 at the time. I don't know. And then when I worked at Dominic's, I only started out at like 6.25 an hour, something like that. It was like nothing back then. I mean, it's still nothing now, technically. Minimum wage, it's horrible. I don't know how they expect people to live off of like nothing. And the sad thing is I feel like I make a good like hourly wage for the most part, but still, really, when you think about it, like the rate of inflation and all that stuff, like people out there should be making more than what I'm making. Like minimum wage is a joke. Just my opinion. But everybody started out somewhere, right? Everybody, had the little odd job. If you were in college, maybe you worked at a coffee shop, or maybe you worked at the bookstore at the college, or, something. You did something, right? Usually, typically. It's just whoever this is, it gives the energy of working their way up from the bottom, starting at the bottom. And that could go for like your own business too, right? Like when you start your own business, like it takes work, it's not easy. And, they say you're not profitable, usually not profitable in the first 2 years, that kind of thing. Some people don't even make money, you know, but you still try, you still put in the effort, you still work, right? Like it gives the energy of somebody just very consistent, right? The card says diligence, like very consistent, like very hardworking. The caveat. The Queen of Swords in reverse. Rob Barthelman put on their harsh judgment. To me, this is someone judging themselves. This whole reading is like, oh, look at all these great things that you're doing. Look at what a competent human being you've become. Like just an amazing person. Why do you treat yourself like that? Right? Like that's kind of the energy. Like why do you talk to yourself like that? Like why do you think like that? Like why do you put yourself down like that? And it could be, for the most part you don't, right? But again, everybody has those moments, right? We're all human. This could be you giving judgment to someone else, but I really don't think that's the case. I'm really not getting that. It's you giving yourself a harsh critique, you know? Kind of like and again, we've all done this. Like I still do this. I still do this. You're in the heat of the moment and you're thinking about something and you're thinking, "Oh, well, I fucked that up or I didn't do that right." And, you get into that mode where you're like, oh my God, Kim, like, why the fuck did you do that? Like, you're so stupid. Like, why'd you do this? Like, this, that, and the other. And then after a few minutes, you're like, oh, the light went off. Maybe that was God agreeing. We all critique ourselves, right? It can actually be a really good thing because, and I've been talking about this a lot lately, accountability, like critiquing yourself allows you to hold yourself accountable for things. But you also got to remember, critiquing yourself and what you're doing and what you have going on for yourself. It doesn't mean it doesn't mean you have to be mean to yourself. It doesn't mean that you have to call yourself names or you have to like slap yourself upside the head or get abusive with yourself. Like don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. It all always goes back down to this main point. All roads lead to humanity. We're all just humans out here trying to make it. We all make mistakes. We all make blunders, right? How are you going to fix them? How are you going to fix them so that you can move forward? Calling yourself names, treating yourself like crap, holding yourself accountable in the worst way is not good. It's not going to help you. And again, I know it's hard because they always have the saying, right? The saying, you're your worst critique. Most people are. Most people are, whether they admit it or not. Most people are. You judge yourself in the worst way. And like I said, on one hand, it could be good because you're holding yourself accountable. But on the other hand, like, give yourself a break. Because all these cards, like whoever you are, whoever this is, like there's no doubt in my mind that this person's going to be fine, that you're going to be fine, that you can't find a solution to every one of your problems, right? Like at the end of the day, like you're just going to keep trying. You're going to keep working at it, Fuck it. Seriously, fuck it. When you're getting ready to dole yourself out some of this, first of all, remember this. Remember to give yourself peace, give yourself grace, allow yourself some mercy. And remember this. Remember, this is what's in you. This is who you are. A hard worker. Like this is someone building their own legacy, right? I think I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope everybody has a great day and or evening. I am off tomorrow. I have to take Samantha in for her 2-year checkup at Subaru. Okay? Last year it took about 2 hours. Took me about a half an hour, 45 minutes to get home. I'm going to do affirmations early in the morning before I go because I have to be there early in the morning. I like to be the first one. I probably won't be the first one, but still. And when I get home, I'll do readings. I don't know how. I feel like working harder on the weekends is easier for me, especially since I'm typically off on Saturday and Sundays. So I think on the weekdays, like typically it's going to be a little bit lighter, but you never know how I'll feel tomorrow. You know, I might come home and decide to do like 8 reads. I don't know. I have no idea. Anywho, I hope everybody has a good night, good day, whatever. Hope you have a fabulous hump day. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.